what we know today is that this announcement from the state Supreme Court comes after a lot of scrutiny on the Clerk of Court's office here in Dauphin County. That office handles a lot of important duties and a lot of court functions. They handle a lot of updating of court records, warrant information, and other operations that help the court work efficiently. But again, there had been a lot of scrutiny, including from the president judge here in Dauphin County, and this was all before a leadership team resigned last week.
This was a preventable and utterly foreseeable set of circumstances.
Attorney Justin McShane says there were problems long before Friday's leadership departure in the Dauphin County Clerk of Court's office, with many employees leaving after a new Clerk of Courts took over earlier in the year. The dysfunction in the courts was described by the president judge in Dauphin County as significant deficiencies and an unacceptable backlog.
When you have this much of a turnover and people who are not properly trained, not given enough resources, and have all of the good intentions in the world, it doesn't matter. There's a case flow that has to continue on in order to make sure the people that should be in jail are in jail and people who shouldn't be in jail are also out of jail.
The elected Clerk of Courts, Democrat Bridget Whitley, resigned late last week, as did her first deputy. Her second deputy was fired. Their departures came just before a contempt hearing initially scheduled for Monday. The state Supreme Court said the county's president judge felt there was an inadequate response to his orders to address the backlog and deficiencies in the office. McShane said the turmoil affected one of his firm's clients.
The person should have been freed out of jail immediately because it was recorded wrong, and this hearing happened on a Friday. He had to spend the whole weekend in jail until we could get hold of someone on Monday to get him released, even though the judge said, "You're out of here."
Earlier today, I reached out to Whitley and her deputies, but I have not heard back from any of them. Earlier today, as a result of the judicial emergency, a former county clerk of courts, Patty Seitz, was appointed by the president judge to take over in that role on a temporary basis. In Harrisburg, Tom Lehman, WGAL News 8.